अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss 11th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th canto, in which Lord Rama, how he ruled the world. 1 to 7, these 7 verses describe Lord Rama's reciprocating Brahmanas. Ramchandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, performed various sacrifices by which to worship himself, and at the end of these sacrifices he gave land to the Hota, Adharyu, Udgata and Brahma priests. Brahma. These are the 4 types of priests in a sacrifice. He gave them the eastern, western, northern and southern directions respectively, and the balance he gave to the Acharyas. Lord Ramchandra's faith in the Brahmanas and affection for his servants was observed by all the Brahmanas, who then offered their prayers to the Lord and returned whatever they had taken from him. They regarded the enlightenment given to them by the Lord within the core of their hearts as a sufficient contribution. In verse 6, it is stated, Apratam nastya kimno bhagavan bhuvaneshwara janno antar hrudayam visya tamo hansi shorvachisa. O Lord, you are the master of the entire universe. What have you not given to us? You have entered the core of our hearts and dissipated the darkness of our ignorance by your effulgence. This is the supreme gift. We do not need a material donation. The purport of Prabhupada Maharaj said, because the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas are always directed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they are not greedy for material wealth. Lord Ramchandra subsequently dressed himself like an ordinary person and began wandering within the capital to understand what impression the citizens had of him. By chance, one night he heard a man talking to his wife, who had gone to another man's house. In the course of rebuking his wife, the man spoke suspiciously of the character of Sita Devi. The Lord immediately returned home, and fearing such rumors, he superficially decided to give up Sita Devi's company. So 8 to 10, Lord Ram abandoned Sita, described. Thus he banished Sita Devi, who was pregnant, to the shelter of Valmiki Muni. In verse 9 it is stated, Nahang, what that person was telling, he said to his wife, Nahang vibharmi tam dustam asatim parves magam straino hi vibhraya sitam Rama naham bhajapuna. Very important verse. Speaking to his unchaste wife, the man said, you go to another man's house, and therefore you are unchaste and polluted. I shall not maintain you anymore. A henpecked husband like Lord Ram, may I accept a wife like Sita, who went to another man's house? But I am not henpecked like him, and therefore I shall not accept you again. So 11 to 14 describes how about his Lord's sons of Lord Ram and others, where she gave birth to, there in Valmiki's ashram, he gave birth to twin sons called Lava and Kusa. In Ajodhya, Lakshmana begot 2 sons named Angada and Chitraketu. Bharata begot 2 sons named Takhya and Puskala. And Shatrughna begot 2 sons named Subhahu and Srutasena. When Bharata went out to conquer various lands on behalf of the emperor, Lord Ramchandra, he fought many millions of Gandharvas. By killing them in the fight, he acquired immense wealth, which he then brought home. Shatrughna killed a demon named Ravana at Madhuvana and thus established the capital of Mathura. This is Mathura city is there in Treta Yuga. Lord Shatrughna established that in town, Mathura. This is Nityavasa, Nityang Sanita Hare. Mathura is such, and always the Lord is there in every age. So 15 to 19 describes how they returned to Vaikuntha. Meanwhile, Sita Devi placed her 2 sons in the care of Valmiki Muni and then entered into that. Upon hearing, as you might be remembering, this Mother Sita Devi appeared from earth while Janaka Maharaj was plowing in a golden plow. that is a fire sacrifice, and that Sita Devi appeared from land, and she also went into the land. So upon hearing this, Lord Ramchandra was very much aggrieved, and thus he performed sacrifices for 13,000 years. 13,000 years. In verse 17 it stated, Stri pum prasanga etadrik sarvatra trasamabha api suranam kimuda gramasya grihatedasa. The attraction between man and woman or male and female always exists everywhere, making everyone always fearful. Such feelings are present even among the controllers like Rama and Lord Shiva and is the cause of fear for them. What to speak of others who are attracted to household life in this material world? And the purport, Srila Prabhupada Maharaj said, as long as men feel attracted to women in this material world and women feel attracted to men, the bondage of repeated birth and death will continue. But in the spiritual world where there is no fear of birth and death, such feelings of separation are the cause of transcendental bliss. So in verse 22-23, these four verses describes the reputations of Lord. After describing the pastimes of Lord Ramchandra's disappearance and establishing that the Lord appears for his pastimes only, verse stated in verse 23, Purusho Ramacharitam Sravane Upadharayan Anusansya Parorajan Karma Bandhe Vimuchyate. You have heard Lord pastimes, so what will happen to you? O King Parikshit, anyone who orally receives the narrations concerning the characteristics of Lord Ramchandra's pastimes will ultimately be freed from the disease of envy and thus be liberated from the bondage of fruitive activities. Ichha desa samudhyena dvandva mohanu bhava sarva bhutani samahang sarge janti parantava. We like something and envy something. That's why we are in this material world. So when you are free from envy, you will go back to the spiritual world. In the purport in 24-36, interactions with brothers and citizens are described in brief. That a devotee who constantly engages in hearing and chanting Shravan Kirtana is certainly freed from the disease of envy, and thus he becomes eligible to go back home, back to Godhead. In this Lord pastimes are described vividly in various literatures, particularly you may be knowing Valmiki. Valmiki compiled Ramayana consisting of 25,000 verses and also 7 kandas, Satakanda, 7 kandas. Here we are completing Srimad Bhagavatam of 12 cantos. This is the last canto. We have started from 10th canto and now we are coming to 9th canto. So after some chapters, we will be able to complete Srimad Bhagavatam series. So every day you will hear at 6 a.m. there is a premiere show. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.